Hey, good morning. Thought I'd just do another mini video after the last one. Showed you my garden. I did have a topic to talk about this morning, but I happened to just watch a movie this morning, just the trailer thereof. Um, it's called Arthur the King. It's the new Mark Wahlberg movie. I don't mind Mark Wahlberg. He's quite a good actor. I think, as it says on one of the things, I think he's developed into quite a good actor and done heaps of really interesting movies. But this one, Arthur the King, is around a dog, and having my Border Collie, I've suddenly developed a real interest in dog films and the bond that man and dog, or woman and dog for that matter, have, or children and dog for that matter. And that was an interesting one, and I just sort of the short for it just sort of evoked a lot of good feelings that I have for my Border Collie. I know I've done a video of her previously, and she is a really good companion, and she is somebody that really sort of just helps me along. I know I can't remember what I've said previously, but she, when we had COVID, she was the one that really got us through that. We were allowed to walk our animal, as they said, your dog, cat, whatever. You couldn't walk your goldfish, unfortunately, but hey. And we'd just got her, so it was really good for us. That allowed us to get out, and that, I think, that just a little bit of 30 minutes every day just allowed us to sort of have the sanity we needed at that point in time. But since that day, I pretty much walk her every day unless it's torrential rain, and even then, I've done it once in torrential rain, and that was certainly an experience for me. I know that Jess at the time looked at me and really sort of said, "What the hell are we doing out here in this weather?" But the funny thing was, she's got such a thick coat, and she is from the borders, so Scotland, and I think their fur has developed in such a way that you buried down into a fur, and she wasn't wet at all. So it was more uncomfortable, but she wasn't cold or wasn't wet, and didn't worry about that part of it at all. It was more the fact that what were we doing? We could be, back at home undercover. Why are we doing so? It was one of those periods where the dog looks at you and sort of says, "You're an idiot." And yeah, I mean, I basically, it was at the time that it just sort of suddenly came down torrential, and there was nothing I could do. I was halfway around, so I was going to get wet regardless, so we just kept on going. But the thing is, every day I walk her for half an hour. It clears the mind at the end of the day, and it really is a time when she can go out and have some fun because she's sniffing everywhere, and I can just walk and talk my day away, as it were. Whether it's with my wife a lot of the time, or even if it's by myself, I can then sort of talk out the day and sort of be in the moment with my dog, with Jess, because that's what you should really be doing on those sort of walks. And so again, it's one of those ways where you can sort of that exercise with the dog is another way of getting that mindfulness and stuff. And I know I've done a couple of videos on this, but it is really something that I'm trying to really get into, to sort of focus on the moment, focus on the thing that I'm in at the moment, and really understand what's important, and try and really just make sure that I am in that moment, not thinking 100 other things. So it's really, that dog walk is now just a part of me. It just sort of seems wrong if I don't take her for a walk. It is just that habit that formed, and it's the best way to form a walking habit is to get a dog, and then realize that they need exercise, and actually what they need is sniffing time, as they say. Talk to any dog, and that's talk to any dog. Yeah, if you can, that's great. Talk to any dog owner or any dog person, and you realize that that's actually what the walk is about. It's not so much the exercise, it's actually getting out there and getting them to sniff around and check out all the smells that are going on and stuff like that. And she actually does like going after a rain shower because it all smells differently. So, if you want that habit of getting exercise, the dog is the one that's going to get it for you and do it for. And then when you're out there, if you're just focused on that, on your dog while you're walking around, you also get quite a lot out of it for yourself as well. So hopefully you can, if you have a dog, you do that and you get in that mindful mode. leave your phone at home. Just go out and be with your animal. It's the best feeling. Anyway, yeah, it was not quite the video that I had planned this morning, but I just sort of think it's the best one, because that video reminded me of my dog, and just all the wonderful times we have together. So I hope you have the same with your pet. Okay, thanks very much for listening.